Hey, everybody. I did it. I went and saw Adipurush. I did it. I went to the theater and I saw this movie. Yeah, it was a lot. Hello and welcome to Cinemondo. I took the bullet. I went by myself to Universal to see this movie in their glorious reclining seats. I felt like if I'm going to see this movie, it is polarizing, Adipurush, that I want to be comfortable. So I got my big popcorn and I got my seat. And yeah, so here's the thing. I want to like movies. I don't really listen to people who trash movies. I really want to form my own opinion. And I had seen the trailers. I knew what I was in for. I think anyone who's seen the trailers, you kind of know what you're going to get. And so anyone who seems surprised when they get there that it's somehow too CGI or looks like a cartoon, well, you're not paying attention because they told us all this in the marketing. So anyway, if you've seen the trailer, you understand that this is a CGI extravaganza, and it sure is. And I feel like when you do a film like this, you need to create your own universe and make it your own. And so, what I liked about Brahmastra, which I think succeeded better than this, I'm saying better, I'm not saying it was super great. I enjoyed Brahmastra a lot. It had its own design. It committed to the design and what it looked like. It was consistent. It didn't overdo it. You felt like people were human inside the story that you could relate to, and it made sense. In this film, it's so much. People are buried in the effects. There's just you cannot escape it. Even when you didn't really need to have effects, they had effects. Like little scenes, it could have just been props and actual practical, locations and yeah. So it was fun. It felt pretty superficial. I don't feel like the characters were really well drawn. I thought Prabhas was wasted in this role. I thought he would be perfect, but they just didn't give him that much to do besides look good, and he didn't really have many expressions. I don't know how much of that is tied to so many of the effects that he was involved in, and so much of the effects that you can't really escape it. I think Saif probably did the best job creating his own character in this. I feel like he brought an energy that nobody else really did. And granted, playing the villain versus playing the hero, it's very different. And I feel like the villains always get the good stuff to do. Like basically, Prabhas had to just like look really strong and be the hero, and it can come off very bland. Even by watching Marvel films, we understand that the good guys are boring. They just kinda are. I prefer watching villains. They're a lot more interesting. They usually are funnier. They bring an energy, which Saif Ali Khan did. I mean, when he was on the screen, I was suddenly awake. I was like, "Oh, he's doing something." There were no real stakes. It starts slow. Saif's, like, environment that he basically was like his home base, it just didn't fit the movie. It just felt like it was part of, like, Stranger Things or something. I don't know, but it looked good, I guess, but it just didn't feel like part of this movie. I felt like there was a lot of inconsistency. Uh, again, elevated expectations will kill this movie. You just go in expecting kind of a, "Yeah, it's good," whatever. I mean, I would not expect a serious film about this god or the history or anything like that. This I almost feel like if they could separate it, it would be better. If they had just come up with their own story, it would have been better. But it's carrying the weight of so much expectations from so many believers who want to see their god on the screen looking amazing and heroic, but they just made him flat and CGI. Even though he's a real actor, and it's good because I've seen Prabhas be great, so I know he's got it. But this is how he was directed, so it's not even really his fault. And, it ramps up to a huge battle. There's monkeys and Planet of the Apes all of a sudden is part of it. And I think when you get into these big spectacles, they become very numbing. And even in a big theater, and it was all like it wasn't super crowded because I went to an early showing so I could get this review done. People were pretty low key. There wasn't a lot of cheering. Nobody was really reacting. There was no applause. I mean, it was not RRR, which was like the best experience ever. So anyway, I would say that if you're looking for just a way to spend an afternoon in an air-conditioned place that, can just let it wash over you. But don't expect, it to do justice to the subject matter. I guess Hanuman was probably also a highlight. I mean, he's very CGI, but he brought again that kind of energy I think it needed. He kind of was able to get through all of the effects a little bit, but I'm not a super animation person. I'm not a huge superhero fan. Planet of the Apes couldn't care less. So it had a lot of things in it I'm just not that interested in, but I was hoping for more of a I just I just wanted it to be better. So, not a total failure, not great. I know there might have been a good film in this somewhere, but it was just overdone in every way. So, let me know what you guys think. Am I crazy? I know this is not hurting at the box office, and it's doing really well, and I'm glad. I want movies to succeed. I'm always rooting for the movies, even if they're not great. If people are enjoying it, that is good. And some people don't require everything to be perfect or high end or super, anything to compare to. They just want to have a good time. Anyway, 3 hours in a comfortable recliner at Universal, worst ways to spend a morning. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think. It can be nice. You can disagree with me. Please do, because I'm all for it. So those are my initial thoughts. I just want to get up there while I still had it in my brain. I didn't have notes in front of me. I probably got some details wrong, but there it is. Huge spectacle. You forget it like 5 minutes later. So talk to you guys later. Bye.